Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. You know something that really annoys people that have to sleep with you in the same room if you are a snorer. And I'm pretty sure you know that feeling or that conversation if you tend to snore. But another thing regarding sleep is I think many of us love to fall asleep to podcasts these days. But we know the struggle also in combination with a partner maybe. So if you hear it loud, it gets annoying for the other person because maybe the other person just wants to listen to another podcast or wants just to have their peace of mind, quiet room around them. So what's the solution? Headphones. But most of the time they are annoying to wear, especially in the bed. But this is where Fitnexa SomniPods 3 come in. They promise to have a really comfortable fit so they don't annoy you while sleeping or while falling asleep, and also with some great app support so you don't have to listen the whole night with your to your podcast, and also great noise cancellation, so it should help if you have a partner that is snoring and should cancel that out. If that is the case, that's why we are here, so let's find it out. And as always, a great product journey starts with a box.
And that's the box. That box has a really good feel to it, but not much going on in terms of informations outside. Nice embossed logo on top, and here you have the earbuds, or better said, the case for the earbuds. But as always, we take a closer look later. First, what else is in the box? Here, just USB A to C cable to charge it. Of course, no charger inside. Here's some... and a Q-tip. Very much appreciated. I think everybody knows the problem with those earphones. Detailed installation guide and also stuff you need to keep in mind. Link direct to the App Store and your 18-month warranty. And again, detailed getting started app, setup, charge, pair, wearing guide, important how to wear. Everything is really well designed. And also cool to see is that we have different size options in those tips for your ear, and also that little pillow on the back of the earbud piece. No special edition needed, they come in the base package. Quite cool. But now let's take a closer look at the earbuds, or the case to be precise. That looks unbelievably similar to a makeup case, but here we have those beautiful earbuds. But let's clean up the space a little bit. Wow. Let's check out the construction of the earbud. That's quite interesting because it's not just a silicone tip. There's also this rounded section here that is also covered in silicone, which makes everything feel way softer and probably more comfortable. So let's just test that. And I have to be lucky because they are very comfortable even with the standard tips applied. So I didn't even change anything. I really like the fit, so really good first impression. But as you can remember from the quick start guide, everything starts with the app. And yes, you need an account to use that app. It is basically another health app there, but with some new bells and whistles, of course. But we're here for the earbud part. And so, of course, you can turn on and off the ANC modes, see the battery status of the earbuds, the case. But the thing is marketed to help you sleep, and therefore you find a lot of cool stuff there that really surprised me, to be honest, not just empty words, because here you have the sleep library, and I love that stuff. I know that stuff from meditation apps, and where you can just construct your own ambient sounds to help you fall asleep, and I'm really into something like that. And I'm really happy to see that you can use that. I don't have any subscription activated right now, so you can do that right out of the box. You don't need any subscription plan from them. You can just do that. Create your own little ambience that makes you feel comfortable while falling asleep. And if you think one sound is too loud or one should be more louder in the foreground, you also can change that. And you can save, I don't know how many you can save, but definitely more than 3, but because that's what I did. And then you can just activate them as soon as you want to go to bed and fall asleep to some nice rain and forest sounds and stuff like that. Of course, you have also just some pre-made modes, so you can also just use a little bit brown noise, white noise, whatever noise floats your boat, you find it in the app, and that's pretty cool. And to top it all off, this thing not only supports you in sleeping, you can also sleep track with that app and with those earbuds. So you don't need to wear your smartwatch, or if you don't have a smartwatch, just go with the earbuds. They can also track your sleep. And I could imagine that they do a better job in tracking your sleep than a smartwatch, because the noise that they pick up can't be blocked because your hand is, I don't know, under the pillow or somewhere else where it can't take any sound in or stuff like that. But all those features don't matter if they're not comfortable to sleep with. So what's it actually like lying on a pillow with them in, and not just on your back? On your side, of course. That's the hardcore test. So let's find that out.
So here we are, but before I'm going into the hardcore lying test, I just wanted to say some positive things about the general sound of those. Maybe the focus will work in my, yes. And I have to admit, I really like the sound of them, because it's a really well-rounded, hasn't really an emphasis in any frequencies, so that it's hearable right from the get-go. So like some headphones or earbuds where you immediately can hear, okay, we have a bass monster here. That's not the case here. Also, no shrill high frequencies or something like that. It's a really nice, even distributed sound. And with the equalizer in the app, you can of course emphasize bass and stuff like that if you're more into that, and they deliver on that. Of course, not like those bass heavy super party earbuds or headphones, but they have a quite neutral, even sound that I really like. So it's really comfortable. It's not only comfortable because they build well, it's also comfortable because the sound is comfortable. But enough of talking, let's start the lying. Left, right. It's important how to put them in, so if they are right, they should be nice. Oh, it activated sleep mode. Touch controls, oh yeah, I hear already my forest. And of course, you still feel them, but I can sleep with that. I think I can sleep with that. I will try it out, of course. I hear my nature ambience I just made before. I really want to fall asleep right now, quite tired. When you ever try to sleep with headphones, you know, it can be really annoying when the headphone scrubs on the surface of your pillow or stuff like that. Then you have that plastic sound direct in your ear canal. It's not that much the case here. There's no other noise. That's great. I really want to fall asleep right now. So I managed to not fall asleep at the couch or on my couch and had a good night's sleep with the SomniPods 3. And I can confirm no problem sleeping with them. Thanks to this really slim, flat design of them. They don't hinder you sleeping, or at least me, because I'm used to sleep with headphones in from time to time, not all the time, but I know the annoying feeling when you have regular headphones in and they really stick out, and then you have to adjust your position on the pillow. It's not the case with that one. I really forgot about them. Sadly, I managed to screw up the whole sleeping process, so I couldn't track my sleep with them. So I did it 2 times in a row, so 2 nights I managed to just tap around on my phone. So when you are in the normal Bluetooth mode, they won't track your sleep. So be aware of that. You need to activate the sleep mode or activate the auto sleep mode. But that said, really good experience sleeping with them. And I said it already, but the sound is really nice of those. So I can really recommend them from a sound point of view. I also can recommend it as a sleeping device. I also tried out the different sized tips and the little pillow on that earbud, but to be honest, was quite right with the medium size that was installed. Fits my ears perfectly fine, but as you have seen in the unboxing, there are many different size options, and you don't need to buy any special editions. They are included in the base package that you can order on their website, so you can pretty easy adjust them, I guess, to the ears you have and have the similar great experience. Also a little detail, the magnets make it possible so both snap together, as you can see here. Then let's talk about noise cancellation, which is for the form factor of an earbud that never can be that good as an over-ear headphone. But of course, with an over-ear headphone, you have problems to sleep. But beside of that, for that form factor of an earbud, they do a pretty good job. So something like an AC hum or your refrigerator, or also the buttons of a controller. So if your friend or your partner plays beside of you and you want to have a nap with them, you won't hear a thing. Really perfect. For the snoring part, can work if you have a light snorer. But I'm afraid with a heavy snorer, you still will have problems, or you blast some music in your ears, because in combination, music and noise cancellation, you can be really isolated. So if you want that, so if you want to sit outside and use them as regular headphones and want to have your own soundstage in the park and don't want to hear anything around you, only your music, that's possible with them and sounds really great. And I already said, I think at least once in that video, how great the sound. I really like the sound of those earbuds. So can't recommend enough. So yeah, if you want to find out more about the SomniPods 3, check out the description below. Maybe there's even a discount code for you there. I'm not sure at the moment. Just check out the description below. And if you have any more questions about them, drop us a comment. Tell us what's going on in your life, whatever. What do you think about my hair? Some people are obsessed with that. But beside of that, if you like that video as much as I like those SomniPods from Fitnexa, then give us a like, follow the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button so we can see each other next time. And so long, I wish you a beautiful and perfectly fine sleep. And I say bye-bye.